Ed, how you doing?
I'm good. I like your sweater. It's fun.
Thank you so much. You know, on Wednesdays we wear pink, so remember.
Love it. That's one of me and my wife's favorite films. We love it.
Yeah, it's so clever.
Every time you come around.
Hey, congratulations for the new single, You as a Vampire. So, tell me about the concept or the idea. What are you want to tell us with this?
It's basically the concept of the song is bad habits that come out at night, and I feel like vampires come out at night and they go back in the morning, and most people's bad habits start when the sun goes down and end when the sun comes up. So the video is so crazy. It's like there's not really any story to it at all. It's just chaos.
In 2015, I remember two very close friends of mine, they're crazy about you. They told me that you visit Lima, Peru, and the show was amazing, very close, very intimate. What are your memories for that tiny show you made in Peru in 2015?
I just remember it was my first tour of South America in general, and I just adore it there. It's a beautiful place. I got to go to Machu Picchu when I was back in 2017 and walk up it and, you know, be introduced to pisco sours, and it was it's great. It's a beautiful, beautiful country.
But you know, pisco sour is never a bad habit. Remember that.
No, of course not. I was saying earlier, my friend has a drinking game that's called Pisco Till You're Naked, and you just drink pisco until you get naked, and then the game ends. But he also has a game called Gin Till You Sleep. So he just drinks gin until he falls asleep.
Well, you know, pisco is very tricky, so it's very often that you're at the end will be naked anyway. So
Anything she needs, she can call me. Don't worry about it, that's my seed, oh, that's all me. Just know if you cross her, then you cross me, cross me, cross me. If you cross her.
What is your usual creative process? You are the kind of artist that got like a routine. I don't know. Let me say, like, I want to compose every morning something, or you are the guy who is randomly got inspiration no matter what, 3 a.m. in the morning, wake up and start writing?
A little bit of both. I find the best ideas come when you're falling asleep and you have to get up and write them down or record something. But usually the creative process is daytime, sort of 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Just writing songs, getting them out. The best ideas come just before you fall asleep.
Yeah, that's true. Or even sometimes when you're sleeping and wake up with an idea.
So the guy, Max Martin, who wrote Hit Me Baby One More Time, he said that came to him in a dream, and he woke up and he was like, he was half asleep and he was like, do I record this? I'm really tired and blah, 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 blah. And anyway, he was like, you know what, I'm going to get, and he got up and got his tape cassette and did the My Loneliness Is Killing Me Now. You know, I still believe, hit me baby one more time. Stop, back to bed. And, you know, it then became one of the most iconic songs of all time.
Exactly. How do you play also with the technology? Because I remember, like, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 years ago, no one had a recording equipment in their houses. They are very heavy duty and very complicated to handle. And now with this, you can pretty much do a lot of things.
I feel like I kind of came at the tail end of one thing and the start of another. So when I started, it was all illegal downloads were it. Like, my songs were file shared amongst students and blah, blah, blah. For me, what I love about it is, you know, Spotify, anyone can upload anything onto Spotify. You don't have to be signed to a record label. You can just upload it straight onto Spotify. And it means that new artists don't have to go through a screening process of a record label. They can just get discovered and become popular. And it's an amazingly liberating time for music at the moment because there's no gatekeepers. The people are the gatekeepers, you know, like songs become hits because people like them, not because they're pushed to radio and people spend a lot of money to put them on a billboard or whatever.
Bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know.
This show show is followed by a lot of young people, so who dream to do that, to create something and be part of the music industry. How can you give us a little of advice or an idea?
Yeah, I think you can be anything you want to in life. Anything. I mean, you can get paid to play video games now, but you have to work hard. I think nowadays, because of social media, there's so much importance put on succeeding. And like, I don't think that there's enough importance put on failing. I feel like failing is what makes you learn. You learn how to. When I was on stage and people booed me, I was like, how do I make people stop booing me? And then you learn, so that if I'd have gone on stage and it was always an amazing crowd and every song I put out always went number one, how do you learn from that? The one day your song doesn't go number one, you're going to be crushed. The one day that you get booed, you're going to be crushed. So I think failing needs to be normalized and not shamed, but like when someone falls, you kind of help them get back up and let them learn from their experiences and move on, because then when they get to a point where they do succeed, it's so worth it.
Exactly, and usually the people only see the final product, the goal.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about
and people want the final product now. They want to go from 0 to 100 instantly.
Yeah.
And like, it's not. That isn't how it works. That isn't how it works. And if it does work like that, because it does for some people will put a song out and it become the biggest song in the world. There's no foundation there. You have to build the foundation, and you quickly find that you have to learn how to work a crowd and learn how to write a song and learn how to. So I think it's really important to trial and error, to work hard, to respect failure, because I think it's a wonderful thing to help people learn and not something that should be shamed.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Also, you went viral a few days ago with the Friends. How was that? How fun was with you dancing with Courtney?
Oh man, I felt so honored that she let me do that. You know, I'm a huge Friends fan, and yeah, I sometimes have to pinch myself that she's my mate, and you know, I stay with her and stuff. But yeah, it was fun. We learnt it when we were a bit drunk, and then we practiced it again in the morning, and then filmed it. But it was really good.
But was like just natural thing to do, or is like a whole preparation?
Well, no. I live at her house when I'm in America. So the guy that I made Bad Habits and Shape of You with and Photograph and blah blah blah. He's my best friend. He's her boyfriend. So and for like I actually introduced them 9 years ago. So there's
oh my god.
So yeah, so I live in her tennis house when I stay in America. So I arrived, the reunion was on. She said, "Do you want to do the routine?" And then we did it.
Thank you so much for your time, Ed. Lovely to get all your ideas and your music.
Excellent, man. Lots of love. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Every time you come around,